Hi everyone. You're welcome to another episode of our weekly sessions. This is I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's become a tradition now. I know we've done a little over 50 episodes now since we started, and we've gone through several, you know, phases and changes and all those things. But the quality of what we dish out every week, week in, week out, has remained constant. So you're welcome to another additional assets live training. It's another time to learn, but like I say, every time I am opportunity to share knowledge or share insights that don't just bask in the euphoria of learning something new. If it doesn't translate into what you do to get the result, then it's as good as dead. Right? Knowledge is not actually power. Knowledge when applied is power. Right? So as we go into today's session, I want you to give me your rapt attention. I want you, it's just about 60 minutes, right? Just 60 minutes of your undivided attention, right? You might want to leave your phone, you might want to get away with from any distraction and just patiently watch this particular episode to the end, especially if you are looking to using real estate as a tool to creating wealth for yourself, right? I understand there's a lot of noise in the market. There's a lot of deals in the market. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I knew that we need to deal with this topic, right? If you're just joining for the first time, my name is Okoyemi Adesina. I'm the founder of Adesina Assets. And if you're a returning audience, you're welcome. I missed you. I believe you missed me too, basically. So we're talking about deal breaker today. Deal breaker. How to find the right deal. How to find the right real estate deal. You know, I was just coming before I had the session early this morning. I was on one of our new property, and I was telling someone, I said, it's good news that real estate has become more popular and, let me say, more accessible. But it's also bad news that investors now have to work 3 times harder to separate good deals from dead assets or from overpriced assets or from the bad deals in general. Right? That means investors now have more work to do. You know, in a market where there are just probably 1 to 5 deals, it's easy to pick, okay, this one is not good, let me just pick this one. But in a market where there are like 10,000 deals, now you have to find which one is the rate, which one is the right deal to do, which one is the wrong deal not to do. Right? So it's a more dicey investment environment right now. It's a more dicey investment environment right now, which needs investors' clarity, patience, and intelligence. Those 3 things. Investors' clarity, investors' patience, and investors' intelligence. You can't, you honestly cannot compromise on any of these 3. They are too important because patience is where you are comfortable holding your own cash, building your own capital, not trying to jump on any available deals. Like I say, don't buy this idea of don't wait for how do they say it again? Don't buy this idea of buy what you can afford. No. Build capital until you can buy the deal you want, until you can buy the deal you are sure of, until you can buy. Don't buy what you can afford. Don't buy what you can afford. And like I used to make these things, what's it called? Like I used to contextualize it into real life situation. When you want to get married, you say just marry the guy that is closest to you. Just marry the guy that is available. No. You know what you want. You're not going to settle because that's the person around you. The same thing with investment. You don't buy, that's why you have to be patient with just holding your cash. Yeah, inflation is coming. I might not have, I might not know, I might not have the, all the perfect thing to say to you, but I know that investment is not you just throwing money into anything that they call assets. You know, I made a post recently. I said, the average person actually, and you know yourself as you're watching me, right? The average person invests in quotes because they don't know what to do with money. I receive tons of messages every now and then. I have 1 million naira. What should I do with it? I have 500,000. What do I? Even if you end up investing that money into what I say you should put it, you invested it because you never knew what to do with the money. Not because you knew that, okay, I am doing this to create wealth. And which is why I now say that, which is why the majority of the average investors on the street, their investment rationale or their investment strategy is trust me by one of the brokers. Ah, madam, this land is going to skyrocket in value in the next 5 years. Just trust me. Trust me, I can't lie to you. Trust me is not an investment strategy. I can't lie to you, it is not an investment strategy. Right? In fact, if you check, you see, I think I've said this before, and I think I'll say it again, that most of most of the people offering real estate in today's market are saying the right things, but they are tying it to the wrong properties. I'll say that again. An average broker, the average broker selling real estate investments. I'm not talking about you want to buy houses, you want to buy land to build your dream home on it. No, I'm not talking about all those things. I'm talking about you wanting to actually invest in real estate to create wealth. The average person trying to sell real estate investment to you is saying the right thing or can be saying the right things, but selling you the wrong properties. For example, find where people are going and buy land before they get there. Good one. Perfect idea. The right thing to say. But what property are you tying that particular quote to? Are people actually migrating to that area you're asking people to buy? What percentage of people are migrating there? What is the speed of that migration? What is the quality of people migrating to that place compared to the value you are expecting from that property? These are questions you need to ask. And these are things that should be deal breaker for you. When you're looking for the right deal in this market, it's more like, let me give you an example. There's a basket full of no's, and then there's a yes in between the market, in between the basket. What you are doing, let's say now there's a basket here. Now there's yes written in different papers, and then they are packed into, no, let's say no written in different papers, packed into the basket, and then there's one yes written on one paper, also dropped into the basket. What you are doing in today's real estate market is to find that yes. What does that mean? You will pick out a lot of no's, swim through a lot of bad deals, swim through a lot of nonsense crap deals before you get the right deals. I was watching, what's his name? I was watching Grant Cardone. I was following one of his live sessions recently, and he was on a particular platform. He was looking for some deals to buy in a particular area. It was just for educational purpose, basically. And then the first search result had about, I think, 1,000 properties. He edited the filter. He got to 100 and something properties. He edited the filter again until he remained 5 properties. Meaning, in the categories of the properties we're looking for, over 1,000 properties there are bad deals. They are bad deals. So it's not just excitement. It's not all good news that there's a lot of people doing real estate. There's a lot of real estate to buy. In fact, it tells you to be more cautioned, to take more precaution before investing. I get messages a lot of. I get a lot. Let me read out one for you. Probably the person will see this. I don't really mind, but this is not to bash anybody. This is purely for everybody to learn, including the person. Now listen to this. I would like to remove sensitive parts. I'm working to put my brand in order. I'm working to start a project. By the way, this person calls himself a real estate developer. A project, then I can sell in plots. Right? I've discussed with the owner. They've done this. So I'm trying to raise funds to use as this and this. My challenge now is getting an investor. Do you see that real estate is now, I know it's a career, right? I know it can be a choice of career, don't get me wrong. And I know you can start anywhere. I'm not against starting small. I'm not talking down someone trying to get his foot. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying there's the place of learning how to do things right. Not just because there's no regulation in the market, then I can just go there and do anything. Now, what will you tell me this person, how will he go about? Now, you can easily tell that this guy just wants to sell, to make commission and be okay. He's a retailer. Because if you truly want to develop, what would be the content of this message? Is the kind of project you want to develop to fit into a particular market that there's demand that you have found out. That is what the content of this conversation will be. Oh, Adesina, I discovered there's, low supply of this kind of properties in this kind of market, and I'm looking to develop it. So I'm looking for this kind of properties, to this kind of land to buy so that we can do this. So what can we do together to provide this quality of properties to this kind of market? That would be the language of the conversation of a real estate developer. But what did you see here? I am looking to purchase some hectares to start selling in plots. And he calls himself a what? Real estate developer. You see what we are saying? So I'm saying the fact that you can now see 10 real estate banners everywhere mean 9 out of them is bad news. I was watching a video recently, and this is not to discourage anybody from going into real estate. And I've told you, go and say, see, let me put this disclaimer. If you just want to own real estate so that you can have something for your children, if you just want to own real estate so that, maybe you can have an asset you can fall back on in times of trouble, if you want to own real estate so that you don't spend all your money lavishly, maybe what I'm saying is not for you. What I'm saying are people who really want to build sustainable wealth or sustainable asset portfolio with real estate. These ones, they want to build. They want to build a portfolio. It's real estate. The same way you build a portfolio of businesses. Right? Warren Buffett will say, I don't pick stocks, I buy businesses. The same way you want to build a portfolio of businesses by buying equities in businesses, the same way you want to build a portfolio of real estate. If you are not in that category, my content might be too much for you. What I'm saying might be too much for you. What we stand for at Adesina might be too much for you. We are talking to people our tagline is dream bigger. It means, who wants to build a portfolio of $1 billion in real estate in the next 10 years? Who wants to build $1 million portfolio of real estate in the next 5 years? Who wants to build $10 million portfolio of real estate in the next 15 years, 10 years? Now you can talk to me. Which is why you see, if you are thinking like that, I won't tell you that how much we have $1 million. I just go and buy land anyway. No, that does not sound like someone who is planning to build $1 million portfolio. Now that doesn't sound like that. Donald Trump will say something that when you notice that there's a lot of buyers in the market, the real investors are the ones selling. You should understand that. I don't need to explain that. So this foundation I'm trying to give you is to guide you into knowing that, firstly, if I see 10 deals, it's very much likely that 8 of them are trash deals. It's either they are overpriced. In fact, one of the plagues now in the real estate space is overpricing. It's overpricing. But because you also don't know what the right deal in this area should sell for. Overpricing. Or you are buying at the wrong time. And we are going to get into it. So, we are talking about deal breaker today. How to find the right property deal to invest in. And today I'm going to be focusing on, this is going to be part 1. So I'm going to be focusing on just land. Then the next week when we are seeing, I'm going to be talking about housing units, that's rental units. Right. Now, I'm perhaps going to be using the same criteria I'm going to use today, but I'm probably going to build on it next week. So we're going to talk about 3 things. 3 criteria when you want to find the right landed property to invest in. That's land properties to invest in. You must look out for the right place, at the right time, at the right price. I'll take that again. You want to start investing in lands. You are looking for the right place, the right time, at the right price. At the right price rather. Now, one thing you must know about buying land as an investment is that you only have 2 options. As someone who is trying to build a portfolio of valuable real estate. Right? Remember I say financial freedom is when your passive income exceeds your active income. Meaning, if you are building a portfolio of real estate also to make you financially free, that real estate must cash flow. That real estate must give you financial freedom. Real estate that only give you capital appreciation cannot give you financial freedom. Let me say that again. Real estate that gives you only capital appreciation cannot give you financial freedom. Either you sell it to buy something that will cash flow, or you develop something that will cash flow on it. Capital appreciation does not finance your lifestyle. That means land is a means to an end, or you are buying it for rainy day funds or for inheritance, which that is not my focus, right? At least right now. If you are buying real estate for inheritance, you can buy it anyhow. I don't care. It's not really, you don't really need it to build to be, you are not planning to use it to create wealth for yourself. So you are buying for your children. Buy anywhere, buy at any price. I don't really care. It's your children. They will still it will still be useful. Right? I don't have anything with that. You are buying so that maybe your business runs into trouble, you can easily find something to resell, whether at distress price or anything. Buy any land. You are free. You see, you are free. You are not really but you are buying land so that land can in turn become cash flowing properties for you. Meaning you have two options. Either you are buying that land to resell in near term, or you are buying that land to develop on it, which is where my criteria now applies. You see that I've given disclaimer. So if this particular following segment does not apply to you, don't overthink it. It's not just for you. You are buying for inheritance. You are buying or you are just buying so that you can prove to people that you have land, or so that you can, so that you don't feel like you are missing out in life. But you want to really build wealth with real estate. You want to build a portfolio of properties or of assets that can finance your lifestyle, that can give you financial freedom, then pay attention. Because the kind of land you are looking for is different. The kind of land you are looking for are the lands that you can easily resell in near term to either finance to buy a rental unit, or to sell to invest in probably your business or any business. So you are buying it for near-term appreciation for resale profits, strictly for resale profits, or you are buying to develop rental units there. If you notice, these two things I told you, the end goal is what? Cash flow. The end goal is what? Is cash flow. These are the people I'm looking for. These are the people I'm talking to, rather. People who are buying land knowing that the goal is financial freedom. And I've told you that financial freedom assets, or assets gotten for financial freedom, must what? Must cash flow, must give passive income. Because financial freedom means your passive income exceeds your active income. That means there is income. Capital appreciation does not finance financial freedom. Right? So now you know that it's either I buy a land I can resell to buy a rental unit, or I buy a land I can build rental unit on, or enter probably joint venture to build rental unit on. So you see that the kind of land you are looking for is different. Now, what are the criteria when it comes to finding the right place? I gave you three things: right place, right time, right price. Right place, right time, right price. When it comes to right place, what do we mean? Number one, you must ask questions. This kind of land, what kind of development will it attract? You see, most of the areas that you see different estates going to, ask yourself, is it not people like me that are also buying this same land and staying behind the estate? What kind of houses are they going to build there? What kind of estate are they going to build there? So you can already tell that, okay, if I end up building this particular kind of thing there, this is the range of the rental income I can get. This is the range of the kind of resale profit I can get. You must ask yourself that question. Let me give you an example. In Lagos, and this is not promotion, one of the things I'm looking forward to is, I tell people that we are more of a real estate investment firm than in fact, real estate, when it comes to development, we are partnering with developers we can vouch for. We rather, you have an exciting project that we know is valuable. Don't worry, we want to invest in it, and then we can invite people to invest in it when we know that this project is viable. Right? So we're actually open to partnering with real estate developers on projects. Right? So what am I trying to say? You must know that the location or the place you are buying your land, what kind of development will it attract? From the onset, you know Eco Atlantic is going to attract high net worth individuals, highbrow people. The same with World Trade Center in Abuja or Centenary City in Abuja. But one Lion Arts Estate in Ekpe, one you know that these people are just reselling lands. It is those people that are still buying land and spreading for 24 months that will discover, oh, let me just build 3 bedroom, let me just build, and you can already tell the quality of people that will be in that area. So you can tell, because this determines your resale profit if you choose to resell, or if you want to build, the kind of people that we want to rent house there. Remember I said something. Excuse me. I said true investors are meant to make money from home buyers and home rentals. For example, if I buy land now, I should actually make profit from someone who wants to buy that land to build on it, then collect rent. That means I'm buying, I'm selling to home buyers, someone who wants to build house on it, right? That's where I'm getting my money from. If I build, I'm getting my money from home rentals, or if I build to resell, I'm getting my money from home buyers. But right now, real estate investors are now making money. They are now profiting from fake real estate investors, because they bought land that they don't really have any other plan for than to retail for you, and then you fake investors will now buy from them, thinking you are no. You are not an investor. You are buying from the real investor, and you are already making them money. So you need to understand that, okay, what kind of development, what kind of people are going to come to this area, because you're already determining the value of your land in future. What kind of people want to live here? What kind of people want to build house here? What kind of houses can they build here? There are estates in Ebejuleki and there's Alaro estates. There are estates in Ebejuleki Ekpe axis and there's Macarius. You can see. There's estates in Lagos and there's Isimi Lagos, country living. You can already tell that the value in those estates that you can predetermine the quality of people that are coming there will be higher in resale profit than one mushroom estate that is just for land retailing, just branded for land retailing. You will know. So you will know what to buy and what not to buy. And that's why I said, don't buy what you can afford. Build capital to buy a good deal. Don't buy what you can afford. Build capital to buy a good deal. I have 1 million naira, but continue with building your capital. Build it to 5 million. Buy a good estate. Build it to 10 million. Buy a good property that will attract quality of people that will be able to sell for good resale profits. Or even if you are trying to develop, you will get quality rental value. You don't just buy trash. Determine the kind of buyers and renter that will come to that axis. And you can determine this with, what are the infrastructures that are there? Not the one they are promising. The one that you can almost see. Like roads, residential plans. One of the things that really, if you've taken your time to study, the Lekki axis, actually phase 1. I think Oniru Estate was the former Morocco, right? It was in the 1990s, right, that the government picked interest to turn it into a proper residential area. That's government interest. The same way you can see the deep sea port and the refinery for Ibejuleki, and then Alaro City quantify it into a proper. Look at what Macarius also is doing. And this is not, how do I, in fact, interpret it anyhow you like. Check the developer's plan. See, this is why I say, when I say check the developer's plan, developers can tell you, you can already, in fact, don't let us sugarcoat it. You can know when a developer is doing land retailing and when they actually have plan to develop. You can already tell that even though Macarius is selling land, they have plan to develop. You can tell that even though Alaro City is selling land, they have plan to develop. Look at the likes of also, And this is not to advertise or give promotion to any firm. I don't believe in whatever. You can see. You will see. Is it Lakowe Lakes, Sentinel City here in Lagos? Right? One of my friends took me also to one in Abuja here in Asokorotu. I think along the NEF Valley. You can see that they are building. The developer themselves are building. Check the developer's plan. You can know, okay, this is the kind of development that is coming here. This is the kind of infrastructure that is coming here. This is the kind of buyers and renters that are coming here. You can also consider developer's track record. Because remember, your plan is to either resell for profit or to develop for high rental value. Don't go and buy in a place that people who want to rent house there are people who have not, who are looking for. Imagine you go, I don't know, let me just give an example. There's an area where everybody is renting house 2 million, 2 million, 1 million, 1 million. You're not going to be the house where they want to rent 5 million there. People who can pay 5 million will not even want to come and live there because they won't want to live in that kind of environment. They would have taste now. You see, that's what we are saying. Was it Grant Cardone that said, you don't look for what you like when it comes to investing. You look for where the opportunity is. That is where the right time now comes in. That's where the right time comes in. As I always say, if you are buying real estate rental unit as an investor, you should not buy when it's finished. Buy out of plan. Once you can attest to the integrity of the developer, buy out of plan. Because you are buying way cheaper. Because you are taking the risk with the developer. You are investing with the developer. Once you can attest, look at Dubai. That's it. It's off plan. It's off plan. It's just that there are structures there to convince investors more than Nigeria, where you just have to believe the developer. You want to do off plan. That's the right time to buy if you're investing for rental units. Because you're already buying, let's say, probably 50%, 40%, 30% cheaper. That's a lot of good opportunity right there. Good opportunity right there. You know that this particular developer has plans to build, right? You at the early stage, that's when to buy in bulk. That's when to buy. From the early stage, you will know that Macarius had planned to build. From the way it was sold, you will know. And peradventure, the developer projected they could build, and along that, he saw that they were not building. Don't also hold for too long. You can quickly pull it off. See, what I'm saying is not absolute. You know, I've always said it that you don't give all this kind of thing in an absolute way. Meaning, in fact, let me say this. I don't believe in this number one rule of investment, never lose money. Number two rule of never lose money. Actually, as you grow, as your financial intelligence grows, as your wealth intelligence grows, you will discover that actually losing money is part of the growth phase of your wealth intelligence. Maybe not losing the money in the entirety, but knowing that you could have made profit more than you made profit. You could have probably sell better than you sold. You know, just things like that. It actually is one of the things that is what contributes to your ultimate wealth intelligence. So don't be scared to at least burn your fingers here and there. I know it doesn't sound nice, but it's the truth. Right price. You know, I mentioned off plan the other time. You must also know. And that's why, see, let me say this. The best time to buy how do I say this? I know it's beautiful to buy public companies. This is where I'll wrap up, right? I know it's beautiful to buy public companies. But if you can just do me a favor to go and study the likes of Blackstone, go and see what they are doing in the private equity market. Meaning they are buying private companies. It can be more risky. Right? It can be. But if you are also patient enough to find the right deal, you will find those golden fishes. You will find them. You will find them. What am I trying to say? You can apply that same private equity formula to real estate. You can apply that same private equity formula to real estate. What am I trying to say there? Instead of just shopping real estate offers, right? The same way I said don't shop stocks. you can look out for, okay, this developer is about to launch this thing, right? If you've built capital enough, see, capital gives you strength to negotiate. It gives you credibility to negotiate. So, for example, you built like 100 million naira capital. You heard that developer is, you can almost be guaranteed that you can meet the brain behind the project and have conversation. And say, okay, you are planning to do this, and buy with the developer. Meaning, the person is just about to launch, or they just launched, and they are probably advertising one plot for 10 million naira. You can meet with the developer, right? Instead of buying 10 plots for 100 million naira, can strike a deal with the developer. I'm going to pay outrightly, right? I know that you need money. Know how to negotiate. You watch business pitches. You see how they give them offers. I don't believe your business is worth this. I believe it's worth this. I don't believe I should invest this at this price. I believe I can invest at this price. Do you agree? I don't agree. You can tell the person, oh, I said I'm trying to launch this, and I said that you're actually willing to develop. I see the commitment, but I don't believe this plot is worth 10 million naira yet. I want to invest with you, so I'm going to offer you 100 million naira for 20 plots. This is how to invest. This is how to invest. You make offers from the position of strength. You don't just shop. You don't shop in the market. And as I said, if you are just trying to just buy real estate so that you can know that, me too, I have real estate. Me too, I didn't miss out. Me too, I have inheritance. Me too, I do this. Me too, so that I can know I don't want to go broke. So that eventually I can have something to bank on. This video is not for you. Because true investors don't invest out of jumping on bandwagon, or out of fear, or out of panic, or out of not missing out on offer. No. They look for the offers they find opportunity in. And they wait patiently. They make offers. See, Warren Buffett said that one of the things he regrets are the deals he didn't buy. The truth is, that is why he has a lot of quality deals he bought too. If he was jumping on any deal, he will have more regret of stupid deals he bought. You can't win on both sides. Calm down. Yeah, you will miss out on deals, agreed. You will miss out on good deals, agreed. But you will make a lot of wise investment decisions that you'll be proud of. Today is almost $1 trillion. The company's asset is worth almost $1 trillion. They made pretty good deals, good decisions. Build capital. Know what you are looking for. Go after correct deals. Don't jump. Don't just shop. You see, even Adesina, buy what's it called? Our new stuff now that we're calling 20 plots that we have. You would see that, okay, we have 20 plots. It's mainly just 9 plots left. Right. You see that we're selling 10 plots. 1 plot for 10 million naira, and you have 50 million naira. Adesina, I believe this plot can go for 7.5 million naira. Oh, no, I don't believe. 8 million. Oh, I know. I'm buying 5 plots. I don't buy one. I negotiate. But that's after you ask, okay, this plot has great resale potential. Oh, it's surrounded by fast-paced development, right? It's closer to everything you love, your cinemas, the malls, the colleges, and all those things. This thing is in a progressive environment. It's like it's undervalued. Okay, I think I want to buy ball. Also, I need a good deal. You are making offers because what? You have 50 million naira to drop cash. You can make offers and get good deals. We can make compromises for you. That's how investors invest. I took the example of how Berkshire Hathaway bought shares of Apple for 7 years. But you that are just trying to shop stocks on, you can't do that. You have to buy whatever you can afford. But he bought at then, and then they had huge capital to buy. Build capital, learn patience. Right place, right time, right price. Next week we'll continue from here on rental units, how to buy, what will be your deal breaker from there, and how to find the right rental unit to invest in. Make sure you don't miss it. And if you're interested in investing, we have an exclusive deal, just 9 plots left, 10 million naira per plot. Initial deposit of 5 million naira. If you want to, and you can only spread for 3 months, and it's a good deal. Amazing, amazing deal. The video will be out very soon. It's 20 plots, 11 plots already gone, just 9 plots left. And we're also launching a massive property very soon. Massive property. $1 million plus deal, massive property. It's going to, so trust me, a lot of deals. We don't rush. Additional, we don't rush at all. We take our time. We don't rush. This deal I'm talking about, maybe after that, maybe it's only one deal we'll do, and we'll wrap up the year. But our investors, the difference is clear, right? One of the things we're even adding now is everybody who invests with us now, there's one very exclusive millionaire luxury club, right? It's in Abuja, it's in Lagos, that we are automatic. We give you membership up to about $300 for free, right? We sign you up there because number one, we don't pay commission. We believe investors should get the benefit. Should get the benefit. Should get the benefit. And that's why we find a way to make sure that our investors reach out to us directly. We don't have affiliates. It's intentional because we're not just trying to, we are not doing retailing. We are investing. We are investing. Also, if you want to reach out to us to make any inquiry, just via any of our social media platforms at adesinaenq, and you can also call us on 07055554807 or adesinaenq@gmail.com. I'll see you next week. Have an amazing week ahead. Bye.